Hey YouTube, welcome back guys. So today we are going to do some legit check and then do some measurement for this box logo. This is the Bandana box logo hooded sweatshirt, and this is size small. So let's go ahead and do this. So I got a measuring tape right here. I'm gonna measure the length for this box logo. So it is 5 1/4 inch on the length, and then let's measure the height. That's from thread to thread, okay? And then it's about 1 3/4 inch height. So you got a 1 inch, 1.5, 1 3/4. That's 2 inch. So it's 1 3/4 inch in height. And then from the letter S to E, it is 4.5 inch from this to that corner, okay? Let's go ahead and then measure from the pit to pit. That's armpit to armpit. So I'm going to measure from this corner to the right hand side. So pit to pit is 22.5 inch, 22.5, okay? 22.5 inch from armpit to armpit. Then we're going to measure from the end of the cuff to the armpit. And this is on the lower section. So it's about 22 inch. 22 inch from the cuff, end of the outside, from the end of the cuff to the armpit. Now we're gonna measure from the top of the shoulder to the cuff, end of the cuff. So it is 24.5, okay? 24.5 from the outside of the cuff to the top of the shoulder. And then we're going to measure from this section to this section right here. And it is 4.5 or 4.5. No. It is 4 3/4. 4 3/4 inch right here. Okay. And then let's measure the arm. Let's measure from the top of the shoulder to the armpit. So it's about 10 inch and 1/4, okay? And I'm also going to measure from this neckline down to the box logo. See how far apart. So it is 3.5 inch or 3.5 inch. Okay. I'm going to measure the draw cord right here from the ring to the bottom. So it's about 7.5 inch. Check on this side. Yeah, so in you pull it down, it's about 7.5 inch. Kind of pull toward the end of this tassel right here. Now we're going to measure the hem. Going to measure the bottom. So the bottom is about 18 inch. Let's measure the top. The top is about 19.25 inch. And then let's measure the bottom of this pouch pocket. So I would say about 12 inch, but make sure you kind of stretch it flat because when it's wrinkle, it's making it smaller. So it's about 12 inch, 1 foot. Then I'm going to measure the top of the pouch pocket. That's from edge to edge, okay? So it is 8.5 inch or 8.5 right there. And then I'm going to measure on the side right here. So it's about 3.5 inch, okay, 3.5. Let's measure this side. Yeah, same thing, 3.5 inch. Now we're going to measure this opening right here from the top to the side. So that opening is about 5 inches, okay? Now we're going to measure from the armpit down to the bottom of the ham. So I would say it's about 17 inches because it's kind of curl up, so you gotta make it lay down flat. Yeah, we make it flat. It's about 17 inches. Okay. And we're gonna measure from this back of this hood all the way to the front. See how what's the measurement. Hopefully I could do that because it's kind of curly around here. So it's about 19.5 inch, 19 and a half. Okay, 19.5 on the back of the hood all the way to the front. And then we're gonna measure from this thread all the way to the top of the hood. See what's the measurement on that. I would say it's about 14 and 3/4 inch. Measure from this side. Well, from this side shows about 15. So either 14 3/4 or 15. Maybe I'm measuring wrong here and see. So yeah, it's about 15, my bad. So 15, okay, on both hand side, left and right hand side. It's kind of curved, so it's kind of hard to measure it. So and then now I'm gonna measure this midsection of the hood. To this line right here, then that's where it's cut off. So it is 10 and a half. And then I'm going to measure the shoulder blade, this section right here to the sleeve. I'm going to measure from where the cutoffs are to cut off. So it's about 5 inches, okay? 5 inches. Measure on this side to double check it. So yeah, with this side it's a little bit about 4 and then 3/4. So there's a difference, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna measure the rib on the side rib material right here, and then let me measure this hem. So it's about 3 inches, okay, from here to there. Although this is a stretchy material, so I'm going to just measure from here to there. I'll just measure from the end of the threading to the tortilla side. So it's about 5.5 inch. Since the bottom is stretched out, so the bottom is about 5.5 inch, okay? So because it's stretchy, so about 5.5. But somehow this section, it is smaller. It is about between 5.25 to 5.5 inch. Well, yes, if it's edge to edge, it's 5.5. So hopefully I didn't miss anything. Alright, so that's a measurement for this bandana hooded sweatshirt. I'll just measure this real quick right here for the hood. So it's about close to almost 1 inch. Okay, this line right here. So let me show you the bag real quick. Be sure you have this 100% recyclable symbol right here, and then the wording. And you must have this sticker. Be sure it is around the corner. I'm gonna measure this sticker in case you guys might have a seller that's selling you the copy of the sticker. So a little bit more than 2.5 inch. And then the height on this is 1 inch, okay? And be sure you have this hole punch, front and then the back, and then also on this side as well. And this is the warning about this, to avoid danger of suffocation and stuff like that. Most important is this clear tape. Be sure to have this. I'm gonna lift it out a little bit so you can see. Okay, be sure to have a clear tape like that, not Scotch tape. If you have Scotch tape, most likely it's a fake one. And this is a size. Be sure to have that. And be sure to fill the bag. It's pretty thick and not too thin, and it is not totally clear, okay? Anyway, hopefully this will help you guys out to do some legit check. I've viewers are saying that last time I did the box logo for my crew neck, it helped them out a lot to do some legit check. Anyway, hopefully you guys give it a thumbs up and then like the video. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell for notification, or drop any comments on below. Thank you for watching, and then I will see you guys on the next video. Like always, peace.